Aboroboy, this is Oluo Fakolade of Idinka Ifa Temple, and I want to thank you for joining us. Ekaro, Ekabo, good morning and welcome to our Ile Ijuba Ifa Temple service. I want to thank you for joining us. And before we jump into this process of our morning Ifa sermon, I want to begin with prayer. So let us begin. Mojuba Olorun, Mojuba Eleta, Mojuba Olorumare, Mojuba Bobo Romale, Mojuba Bobo Imale, Mojuba Boy, Simbi Solorumare, Mojuba to my ancestors, Mojuba Miss Mother Dear, Musto Daniel, Mojuba Data, Mojuba Bedford, Mojuba Freedom, Mojuba President Rockets, Mojuba Talea, Mojuba Zan, Mojuba Nagu, Mojuba President. Mojuba Cocowakas, Mojuba Jenny, Mojuba Teddy Dali, Mojuba Astadali, Mojuba James Owens, Mojuba Benito Chino, Ronzo, no block identity, Mojuba to all of our elders and our ancestors today. Mojuba to my mom, Catherine, Omo Robert Omo Catherine, Mojuba Baba Ifa, Shola Bade Popola, Mojuba to Ibaye to Baba Felipe Garcia Mil, Ogundeyi. Support us today, God direct and protect us and keep us safe, healthy and keep us whole. I call on the Holy Odu, Terete Alaje, Ola Tutu is the name of Ifa, Ola is the name of Odu, Ola is the name of Oshun. When the three of you would design my identity in heaven, you did not design my identity for imprecation chanters to have power to kill me, or for incantation users to kill me, or for cutlass users to kill me, or for spell casters to kill me. For guntrotters, you did not design me to be killed by them. You did not design me to be killed by wizards or witches, those who do not know. When the three of you designed my identity, do not let anyone have the power over me. Do not let anyone have any power to destroy or kill me. The three of you are one's Lord. Death does not consume pepper, and any unnatural death caused by human beings, do not let it kill me. Affliction, do not eat onions. Do not let me be afflicted throughout my lifetime. Pestilence does not consume iyere spice. Do not let me be afflicted with pestilence. Do not let me have stroke. Do not let me be crippled. Do not let guntrotters, cutlass wielders, spellcasters use those things against me. For we do not use cutlass to cut Itu, creeping melon seed. Ifa, please let me be given my appropriate respect at all times. The snail is for peace and softness and harmony all evils human beings direct against me, let it be neutralized in my body. For only coolness and peace do we find in Otutu Opon Ifa beads. It is the guinea fowl which authorizes for me to have peace of mind. All evils of this world, if I please, turn it to peace and convenience for me. Irete Tutu has decreed that all evils shall bow their heads to me. They will bow at this time. Ifa, we ask that you would continue to ward off all death, ward off all sickness, ward off cases, controversies, ward off fights, ward off litigation, losses, and outright fights, ward off witchcraft and negative energy from us today. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, the children, longevity, prosperity, victory over adversity, peace of mind, joy, healing, success, and all the things of life. Move my ego out of the way so that we can hear a word of Ifa. Emma kame mene amo, Emma kame mene ano, Emma kame mene adelokun. Itamole tori Ifa alonimi, Ibora timpani, Ene banami, Awon ati Ifa lelejo, Ifa. We ask that you would ward off all the challenges from all of us at this time and bring to us all the good things of life. We call on the Odu Ifa Oshe Aruela. Tanya the Fido too with the stripe of a command is not big enough to this headgear. Had it been enough to this headgear, I would have taken it home and done my hair with it. These Ifa decorations to Aruela. We're going on a spiritual mission to Ejebelin. We're calling Lucas being sent pay money. Calling South and make rich. Calling Aruela with respect and Ejebelin. Oshe Aruela to get our wool. Oshe Tra. I kick in the Bagisa. That stretch up against the tree. Castify for room. He's Iba and I share from all of the mine. If you know what you should be wealthy, you surely be wealthy. I kick in the Bagisa and the mouth of ones I Iba and I share in the mouth of an I will. If you know what you have joy, you should surely have joy. I kick in the Bagisa and the mouth of ones I Iba and I share in the mouth of an I will. If you know what you have victory, you surely have victory. I kick in the Bagisa and the mouth of ones I Iba and I share in the mouth of an I will. If you know what you have all area in life, you should surely have all area in life. I kick in the Bagisa and the mouth of an ones I Iba and I share in the mouth of an I will. Ẹsẹ̀ maybe so surely shall it be. Àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Gbogbo tí mo bá màmá wí o, ìlú mọ̀lẹ́ ó bà. Ifá bá o, àṣẹ òrìṣà lẹ́nu mi. Àṣẹ tí mo dúró, tí mo súré, tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀, tí mo súré, tí mo kúnlẹ̀, tí mo súré, tí mo jókòó, tí mo súré. Ìrètí mo sùn orí ti bọ́. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ ẹni ọ̀. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ ẹni. Mọ̀júlọ́ mi ò fà wá mọ́rí. Orí ẹni làrúrẹ ẹni. Ṣé gbogbo rẹ̀ ṣáájú? Ìbá ò bá lọ́rùn. Àtìgbà ṣáájú. Ìfá ò bá lọ́rùn. Oshe Aru Ila Ifa ti bọ́. Olodumare and the divinities, we ask that you would ward off all death, ward off all sickness, ward off all cases, controversy, ward off fights, litigation, losses, outright fights, ward off witchcraft and negative energy from us. Bring forth to us long life, wealth, good spouse, good children, victory, healing. Help us to find, follow, and fulfill our destiny. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe. Good morning. Once again, Ekaro, Ekabo. This is a little Fakola Dev Idinka Ifa Temple. We welcome you to our Ifa Temple service. Before we even start, I need to tell y'all, please like and share. Like and share right now. I'm waiting on y'all to like and share, and also forward this temple message to your people, because this is going to be something very powerful and meaningful. So before we begin, let's talk about it. Most people tell folks, most spiritual folks, most spiritual people, and within the practice, they tell folks everyone will find their destiny. But Ifa has a more serious and honest perspective on this destiny. Ifa teaches us that destiny requires character, sacrifice, discipline, and alignment. Without these things, destiny can be delayed, it can be abandoned, or it can even be destroyed. So, this sermon today is not about discouraging people. It is about explaining that destiny is not automatic, y'all. Destiny is a contract between you and Olodumare, and this contract has terms and requirements that must be honored. Destiny is what you agreed to before you came from the sky world into this world. So destiny is not hidden from most people. It is abandoned. Let's speak on Ifa. Ifa says, and Ogbe Wayin. Ogbe Wayin. Ifa says, Ogbe, pray, look backwards. May your dog will kill an Ikun. Was the one who cast Ifa for Adimu, offspring of he who is lights benevolent lamps for Orisha because of success before long, not too far. Behold us in the midst of plenty of wealth. This year is our year of success. This year is the year the Orisha lights the lamp of success for Adimu. This year is our year of success. Here's the story. There was a man by the name of Adimu, and Adimu was descendant from Obatala or Rishanla worshippers. And what had occurred is Adimu had neglected his obligations to Orishanla for a very long time. So he wasn't paying homage. He wasn't tending to the shrine of Obatala. The Orisha then began to refuse his support. They refused to support him. They refused to aid him in his accomplishments. And they refused to support him in the manifestation of his destiny. So at a certain point, the situation became so unbearable for Adimu that Adimu went for Ifa consultation. He went for Ifa consultation, and he was told that Obatala was the cause of his problems. He was told he needed to offer Ebo. He was told that he needed to align with the Orisha. He complied with the advice, but he was also alerted that he needed to be making a candle and lighting a candle at the front of Obatala's shrine for 7 days. He did it. Within 1 year's time, Adimu became very wealthy. He became very successful. He began having children. He had a wife. All things cleared up for him. So let's use this as our first point. The first point of the day is this: neglecting spiritual obligations will block your destiny. What do I mean? When you do not fulfill your agreement with Olodumare, the Irumole, the Orisha, when you are not moving in alignment, you fall out of pocket with God. And your disobedience creates dissonance with your destiny. Many people say their destiny is blocked by enemies. But sometimes your destiny is blocked by your own neglect. Adimu did not lose his destiny because it was a weak destiny. He lost it because his devotion became weak. He lost it because he was not devoted to not only his destiny, but also to his Orisha. Destiny flows where reverence lives. Let us analyze Ogbe Hunle as well to further clear this point. Ifa says in Ogbe Hunle, the seller of corn pottage does not need to wash hands after rinsing. Same thing in water. Bean cake eater does not clean away the salt from her mouth. They were the ones who cast Ifa for Esuru, the offspring of Olupo. They cast the same for Ekiri, the offspring of Oluodan. They cast the same for Agboti, the offspring of Ekundayo in the Savannah region, and also for Erejiji. He was the youngest among them. When they were all going to marry Omojeje, the offspring, the daughter of Orisha Bowuji, they were all asked to offer Ebo. Only Erejiji offered the first part of the Ebo, but he refused to offer the second. Travelers to Ipoh no Fa town, behold, Ifa has come to pass instantly. Let's talk about this. In our story, in this Ifa verse, Omojeje was Obatala Orisha Bowuji's daughter. And Omojeje was absolutely beautiful. She was the most gorgeous young lady within the community. And she was smart. She was an exceptional young lady. And as a result, there were so many suitors, so many young men who were looking to marry her. And she was of age to be married. And so many young men wanted this young lady. Esuru, the child of the son of Olupo, wanted to marry her, and Ekiri, the son of Oluodan, wanted to marry her as well, and Agbonring, the son of uh, Ekundayu, and also a young man, the youngest of them all, his name was Erejiji. Erejiji wanted to marry Omojeje as well. So at this time, Obatala decided, I'm going to vet these young men. All of these men have expressed some level of interest. So what I'm going to do is I want to create a contest because I want to see who's the most intelligent. I want to see who will defend my daughter, who will provide for my daughter, who will protect my daughter. And on the date when the contest was set, the person who won the contest would also win the hand of Omojeje. So Obatala set the date. And when he set the date for the contest, all four of these young men went to different Babalao for Ifa consultation. The Babalao told every one of them to offer Ebo 2 pigeons, 2 guinea fowls. And this Ebo would ensure that they won the contest. And along with that, they were also advised to offer Ebo of 2 hens, 2 roosters. And that part of the Ebo would be so that the prize that they won would not be lost later. Out of all the young men, Erejiji offered Ebo, and he offered only the first part of the Ebo. He offered Ebo to win. He did not offer the sacrifice to keep and maintain what he won. So on the day of the contest, Erejiji, he won. And he was handed over Omojeje that very same day to marry. On his way home, the other suitors, the other brothers that were in love with Omojeje, they all decided to attack him. And they hid and wait. And their whole idea was to kill him and to take Omojeje from him. And ironically, Erejiji, he had a charm that he was using. And the charm then alerted him that, oh, there's danger near. And the part of the reason why he didn't offer the second aspect of his Ebo is because he had a charm. And he was like, oh man, this charm is going to save me. So the charm alerted him that there was danger near, and that the objective of these men was to take Omojeje from Erejiji. So Erejiji used his charm, and what he decided to do was to swallow Omojeje up. He was going to swallow her, and he was going to defecate her out later. So he did this. And as he went into the area where his attackers were, they decided they saw him, but they didn't see her. And they were looking for her because they wanted her. She wasn't around. They left. Once the danger had passed, Erejiji then decided to defecate her out, to release her from himself. And as a result, his wife became stuck in his intestines. And every attempt to rescue her failed. That was the moment that Erejiji remembered what he failed to do. That is when he remembered that the second ebo that he refused to offer was the ebo to have and hold his wife. So essentially, he offered one ebo and he didn't offer the complete ebo. The second point for the day, folks, is partial obedience still leads to failure. What do we mean? When you follow half of the advice, you still have not followed the advice. You did not offer ebo based upon what's comfortable for you. You do what is required, not just what you feel like doing. Following your destiny requires humility. You must submit to Olodumare. You must follow instructions. You must follow directions. Just because you think that you got it figured out does not mean that you will achieve the desired outcome. So many of us follow Ifa partially. We follow Ifa up to the point of our own comfort level, and then have the nerve to say that it does not work the way we wanted it to work. It didn't work because you offered partial ebo. Get out of your comfort zone. Destiny is outside of the confines of what feels comfortable. You will achieve greatness when you step outside of the confines of your own understanding. Your destiny requires a bit of uncertainty in order for it to manifest, because you must bring that which is invisible into the visible. Erejiji obeyed Ifa halfway, and halfway obedience produced a complete disaster. Many people do the sacrifice that opens the door, but refuse the sacrifice that protects what's inside. Winning something is easy, but keeping what you want requires obedience. Let me give you this last Ifa verse to give us a summation of what we're talking about. Ifa says in Ogbekanran, the sweet potato with its bountiful creeping leaves. He was the one who cast Ifa for Jaji when going on spiritual mission to Omotown. He was advised to offer ebo. He complied. Before long, not too far, meet us in the midst of plenty, Ire. So this is the story of a Babalao, and the Babalao's name was Ajeji, and that name essentially means the stranger. He planned to relocate, move out of his surroundings, and move to a new town called Omu Town. Before leaving, he consulted Ifa, and Ifa told him two critical things. One, offer a bow. Two, never respond with anger when people provoke you. So Ajeji obeyed the advice. When he arrived in Omu town, the local people attacked him. Why? Because he was a stranger. They spread rumors about him, said his behavior was strange. They accused him of evil practices. They sent children to throw stones at him, and they tried to destroy his reputation. But Ajeji refused to respond in anger. Eventually, the people of the town complained to the Oba. And the Oba, when he gets wind of it, the Oba has to do his investigation. And as he investigated, he realized that the people of the town were telling lies. As a result, the people who lied on Ajeji were punished. And then the king appointed Ajeji a chief Babalawo within the town. And from that moment on, his reputation grew, his wealth grew, and Omu became his new home. The people of Omu tried to destroy Ajeji, but Ajay refused to destroy himself. What do we mean? Ajeji followed the advice completely. He listened to what the Babalawo had to say. He listened to what Ifa said. He was clear that anger destroys destiny and patience protects it. Ajeji could have lost everything if he had reacted emotionally. Instead, he obeyed Ifa. And patience turned persecution into promotion. Let's type that in the chat. Patience will turn persecution into promotion. Some people destroy their destiny through anger, but others secure their destiny through patience. The difference is not power. The difference is character. If you cannot control your emotions, then you cannot control your destiny. If you listen carefully, from every story today, every Ifa verse, every story we just talked about has the same thing. It's about the same issue. Destiny is not the problem of any of these people. Every one of them had a great destiny. The problem is that how do people carry out the destiny? The problem was how these people conduct themselves. Adimu had a great destiny, but he neglected it at first. He neglected his obligations at first. Erejiji had a great destiny, but he refused full obedience. Ajeji had a destiny, and he protected his destiny by following good advice and being patient. Destiny does not collapse randomly. Destiny collapses when character collapses. We have three men here, three different destinies, and three different outcomes. Ifa is teaching us something uncomfortable here. Not everyone loses destiny because of their enemies. Many of us lose our destiny because of ourselves. Destiny achieving is not automatic, it is conditional. Let's discuss 3 reasons why people miss their destiny. So, first, you miss your destiny oftentimes because you choose comfort over destiny. People miss their destiny out of comfort and convenience. Destiny usually requires sacrifice, it usually requires discipline. Many people pray for destiny but refuse the responsibility attached to it. Destiny is heavy, folks. Many people refuse the uncomfortability of their development. Many people choose comfort. Ifa advises abo and discipline before success appears, but many people want blessings. They want success without the alignment. Number 2, some people destroy their destiny and they do it through character. If someone gains power but lacks character, relationships will begin to collapse, opportunities will disappear, and destiny contracts break. Character determines whether destiny can trust you. Let's repeat that one. Character determines whether destiny can trust you. Can destiny trust you with the great effects, with the greatness? If you can't be trusted, destiny doesn't deposit. And 3, some people refuse alignment. Ifa constantly teaches alignment. Ifa constantly teaches alignment with Ori, with destiny, with the Irumole, with divine order, but many people choose anger. Sometimes we choose ego. Sometimes we choose shortcuts. Sometimes we got to get revenge. But destiny rewards alignment, not talent. Now let's talk about how do we protect our destiny. First way, you protect your destiny through spiritual discipline. Adimu and Ogbewori did not enlist spiritual discipline at first. The moment Adimu obeyed and reconnected, he then realigned with his destiny. If you neglect the spiritual foundation of your life, your destiny will slowly erode. You have to be locked in spiritually, folks. How we protect our destiny. Point number 2, you protect your destiny through complete obedience. Erejiji did something we do commonly. He obeyed part of the instructions, but refused the rest. Partial obedience will always produce an unstable destiny. Winning requires sacrifice, and keeping what you won requires obedience. And last, we protect our destiny through emotional discipline, emotional intelligence. Ajeji was attacked. Ajeji was insulted. He was slandered. He had every reason to react, to retaliate, to get revenge. Ifa warned him not to get angry. If he responded emotionally, his destiny would have collapsed. Instead, he remained calm. If you cannot control your emotions, you cannot protect your destiny. Because there's going to be tests, there's going to be stuff that happens that you don't like. Now, patience is one of the strongest guardians of your destiny because it's going to take time to manifest. The great things that Ifa has for you, it may take some time to come into fruition. Destiny is protected by discipline. Destiny is protected by obedience. And destiny is protected by emotional control. If any of these things are missing, our destiny becomes fragile. Some people ask their whole lives, what is my destiny? Where is my destiny? But Ifa teaches us a deeper question. The question is not whether your destiny exists or even what your destiny could be. The deeper question is whether you are willing to become the person that your destiny requires. Because destiny does not fail people. People fail the instructions that guard their destiny. It requires discipline, it requires obedience, and it requires character. And if any of those things are missing, destiny does not disappear. It just moves on. With that said, if you want your destiny to stay in your life, you must become the kind of person that your destiny can trust. Aboru Aboye. Thank you so much for listening and being here today. I wanted to make a couple of announcements for us today. So one announcement that's pretty important is today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be casting an Odu. And that Odu is around much of the world upheaval that the world is experiencing at this time, how it will affect us, and how we can be in a better position. All right, what are our directives to keep us safe? So that will be done at 10 a.m. today. I would like you all to join in. We'll be doing that and communicating and casting Ifa as a community. So that'll be at 10. It'll be on all of our social platforms. But if you would like to have say in terms of you would like to talk, you'll join the Zoom live. It's on the flyer. Also, those of you who desire to support this Ifa ministry, you most certainly can do so. Our ministry, the temple ministry, is coming out of McDonough, Georgia. So if you're in that area, you most certainly can come through. You can tap in and enjoy what we're doing, and also learn and study. We have an Omoawo program that is guided for Omoawos who are initiated to Ifa, and also for people who are not initiated. So if you would like to learn more, we have the mechanisms to teach. With that said, I want to close with prayer and also thank you all so very much for joining us. So, Olodumare, we want to thank you for life health, strength, food, clothing, shelter. We ask that you would support us in this process of finding, following, and fulfilling our destiny. Help us to see our great destiny manifest. Ward off all the challenges. Help this sermon to be something that has blessed us all and elevates us to a new level of consciousness. Thank you for joining us. Aboru, Aboye, Aboshishe, Aboto. Once again.